Hello and welcome to Review the Light. Today we're going to be looking at the Skilhunt S2 Defier. If you want to see the full review, go ahead and click on the link I'll put in the description below. So, the Skilhunt S2 Defier is a single 18650 size light. You can see it's possibly a little bit longer than maybe some of the average ones, but not too much so. And standard diameter body for an 18650. Had a little bit larger than the body, but not a lot. It uses the Cree XML2 emitter. You can see that down there. Smooth reflector. It's fairly deep, so the emitter is probably seated right about there. So you can see it's a fairly deep reflector. That helps it get some decent throw with a small head, but of course it won't have as much throw as one with a large head, so it's a good balance. You can see we've got this crenellated bezel here, and a little bit of knurling around the head, add some grip there. Some good heat dissipation fins. It's important for these high output lights. Move the heat away from the emitter out into the air quickly. You can see we've got the side switch here. This is an electronic side switch, rubber cap over that switch. And then the body has some very light knurling. Doesn't really provide a lot of grip there. Most of your grip is going to be with the clip, and then just the fact that the tail is a little bit raised, so when you hold it like that, it's not going anywhere. The clip, you can see that here. We'll take let's see, I believe this clip is removable, so we'll just go ahead and try that. Yeah. So when you take off the tail, you can also, oh, I forgot the O-ring, my mistake. Well, there we go. Remove the O-ring, remove this little knurled ring here, and the clip slips off, so that's removable. You can have that in place or not. I like it, so I'll keep it on there. Clip it back on. I like these clips that are easy to remove without tools, but still very secure and aren't going to come off on accident. So I really appreciate this clip design that's removable through the tail here. Make sure I've got that all the way. Yep. And then as a tail, you can see it's got a little bit more knurling there, and the crenellated tail cap, so that it does do a stable tail stand while still giving you easy access to the switch there. Switch, so it's got the Skilhunt logo on it, on that rubber switch cap. The rear switch is a forward press, excuse me, looks like I didn't have it quite on there. And now I seem to have made a mistake. There, didn't have it quite all the way tightened. It is a forward press mechanical switch, so when you hold down about halfway, it gives a momentary on and then turns off again as soon as you release, and if you push all the way, it clicks into position and stays on. So it's the forward press mechanical switch, and you can also see there's a small hole here in the rear to attach the lanyard. So I guess we'll have a look inside first. Open it back up. You see the tail cap has this nice spring-loaded button here, so it makes connection with various lengths of 18650 battery, so it handles a little bit of variation in the length there. Also cushions the battery in case of an impact, but it doesn't have the bare spring, which can kind of scratch up your battery after a while if it's made out of some hard material. 18650 battery, and then we can also open it up here and give you a better look at the head. You can see the spring here in the head. So it'll also make connection with flat top batteries or button top batteries. You can see that in the head the threads are left bare, so it's okay if the head is a little bit loose, but at the tail they're anodized, so if your tail isn't tightened on quite all the way, which is what happened to me a second ago, then the light won't turn on. So that's also an optional lockout function if you're going to have the light in a bag for a while and don't want it to turn on accidentally. But having the crenellations on the tail cap prevents that a lot of the time, I find. Alright, so make sure I got that on all the way that time. Yep. So look at the user interface of the S2. You turn it on and off using the rear switch, and as I mentioned before, holding it down halfway turns it on momentarily. Full click turns it on until you click it again, and then from there it's controlled by the side switch. So a single click rotates you through the available modes. You've got low, medium, high, and turbo, and then holding down for a second accesses the flashy mode. So here we have a fast strobe, and holding down another second takes us to SOS. You can see that. So holding down for the second just switches you back and forth between those two, and then a fast click takes you back to whatever mode you used last, low, medium, high, turbo, and then whichever mode you leave it in. So if I leave it in low, the next time it'll turn on in low, and if I turn it off while I'm on medium, the next time I turn it on, it'll come on in medium. So it's got the mode memory. This has been a video overview of the Skilhunt S2 Defier, and like I said, I'll put the link to the full description, or the full review in the video below, and stick around for a second and we'll take it outside. Alright, we've got the Skilhunt S2 Defier here outside, and we're going to fire it up. So, turn it on. Looks like we're in low mode here. You can see it's got a pretty well-defined spot. There's a little bit of spill. It's kind of hard to see with the camera. We'll just take a look around. Can't see too much. A lot of distance. Take it up a notch higher, a second level. You can see the spill here. Fairly narrow spill. Pretty well-defined spill region also. You can see also a pretty good spot. Next level. Our third brightness level. We're looking around. Apologize for the auto brightness on my camera. That can't really be adjusted. And there's the last. So cycling, and let's see how well you can see that tree. Yonder beyond the garage there, you can see that it's back there. A good outline of the tree. A little bit of detail on the branches and stuff. You might be able to see something in the tree. On the pole. Yep. Just a quick run through. That's low, medium, high, turbo. Alright, this has been the Skilhunt S2 Defier. Thanks for joining us at Review the Light.